I just got done reading Galatians chapter 1, and I would like to go through it and kind of see what's going on here. So we have Paul, who is writing to the church of Galatia, and he says in the first few verses that Jesus Christ, the Lord, gave himself for our sins to deliver us from the present evil age, and that it was God's will. Then he mentions that some have been deserting the gospel and turning to another one. And the word gospel means good news. And Paul said, I'm not sure that there is another one. And he says, if anyone is preaching other good news, that they are to be accursed. And we haven't gotten there yet in Galatians further on to understand what this other gospel is. But moving on to verse 11 and beyond, that Paul learned of the gospel through a revelation of Jesus Christ, and that he is called to the Gentiles, to preach to the Gentiles. And that word Gentiles, I believe, means nations. And whereas Cephas, Peter, he was called to preach to the Jews, the gospel to the Jews. So at the very end, we see that the churches of Judea were saying, people were saying that he who used to persecute us is now preaching the faith he once tried to destroy. And that would have been talking about Paul, who was a Pharisee, and who he was formerly a Jewish man in the faith of Judaism. So I think that that's important going into the rest of Galatians.